What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this is the most helpful video you're ever going to see. I'm going to show you guys how to get more weekend league wins. And the reason why I know this works, I'm not that good at the game. I mean, I'm not that bad at the game. I ain't that good. I used to struggle to get to gold 1, and now during Prem Tots I hit 25 wins, had 1 game left, and I gave 2 wins away. People messaged me and were like, yo, I need the win to get to elite or to get to gold or whatever. And to me, I couldn't care less where I finished. So yeah, I gave him the win. It is playing the 5-3-2, and I'll go through tactics. But more importantly, I don't think a lot of people do tactic videos. I'm going to show you exactly why and exactly why you play certain things and exactly why you play certain players. Because playing players in certain positions is just as important as what tactics, right? And I used to be, like I said, I struggled to get to gold 1. But if you look at my record since I've been playing the 5-3-2, my record's actually pretty good. And my division rival rank, 2400. Obviously, division rival doesn't correlate to foot champs that well. I know people that want 1900 skill rating and get like elite 1 every week. But if you are struggling to get extra wins in league, as it is literally the most important time now because league results have seasoning, then follow this video and try exactly what I do. I can promise you pick up more wins in the weekend league. And I don't really play the game that much. Like, it's Friday now. La Liga Tots just been, it got released 45 minutes ago. I haven't played any rival games. I haven't even started foot champs for the week. I haven't played anything since last Sunday when I finished Prem Tots. So I'll show you the team. I'll show you the tactics. Do enjoy the video. If you do get anything from it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It will help massively. Okay, so like I said, I got 25 wins, had 1 game left, and I gave 2 wins away. Disclaimer: playing the 5-3-2, you will be called a rat 28 out of the 30 games you play, if you choose to play all 30 games. Right? But the plus side, you will win way more games by playing the 5-3-2. I don't see many people playing it that much anymore. I see more people playing the 4-4-2. But if you're like me and you're not that good at the game, then the 5-3-2 will help massively. Okay? Obviously, some people get the wrong idea with it, and some people get the wrong idea of this whole right back and centre back thing. But in this video, I'll show you why you actually need 1 solid centre back, and the other 2. All right. Also, I've got a space missing here because I had informed Nick Pope this weekend and he was terrible, so I sold him straight away. Well, and obviously, even if you're a silver 1 player or silver 2, silver 3, this will help you get into the gold if you don't think it's worth it. My elite rewards for Prem Tots was literally, who did I get? Newest. My 3 red picks were Edison, Gundogan, and Banega, so not really worth it. And then the pack was Cancelo, Shaw, and Gundogan, who I sold as well. So with just the team of the season pack and then the 100k from Elite 2, I made like $1 million coins. To be honest, it isn't a lot when doing team out in packs now or in the rewards. But it's up to you if you think it's worth or not. If you want to get to Elite, follow exactly tactics here. So all you're going to do, first thing you're going to do, pick a formation that gets your players on the most amount of chemistry. I like having everyone I can on 10 chem. That's why I'm playing Regulon, just to get Son to 10 chem. I don't want players, even though it's not much of a difference between playing Son on 10 or 7 or 8 or whatever. I just prefer him on 10 chem. With the games I played, my team is good. It is a road to glory, so it's not like an amazing team. With the games I've played, my team is really just average. You know, I've packed my best pack I've ever had on any FIFA. I've packed Son. I've packed Moments Ferdinand from the Icon Swaps Prime or Moments pack. And that's it. I bought Vieira, I bought Pasaka, bought Awa, out. Regulon I got from Party Bag. He was an SBC, and Sanchez was. So this team isn't that hard to get, you know. And also, guys, during the video, I will tell you other players that are cheaper. All right, but try this formation out. Let me know if you get any extra week wins with it. And again, I had Informed Pope as a goalkeeper. So after you've picked your formation that you will get the most chemistry with, 5-3-2. And the reason why this is so effective is because you attack non-stop, right? You will also concede a lot of goals on the counter attack, but the only way to play this formation well is to literally put everyone going forward. Defensive bit is the most important part of the first tactics screen. You have to run press after possession loss. Reason is you will have the ball more than your opponent in this formation. It's a guarantee. With a 5 at the back, have the ball more than your opponent will. As soon as you lose the ball, let's say you attack, right? The good thing about this formation is you attack with both your fullbacks at all times, you attack with 2 centre mids and 2 strikers. So you're guaranteed to have 6 players up the pitch. As soon as you lose the ball, them 6 players will still be there. This is obviously the downfall is you'll get counter-attacked a lot, but the good part is 6 players up the pitch. Use press after possession loss, goes down your opponents a lot quicker. And the way people play FIFA is if they haven't had the ball, let's say they haven't had the ball for 10 seconds, 15 seconds or so, they don't want to do a pass which will make them lose the ball again. That's how they just keep getting pressure and pressure put onto them. So they will always try and make a safe pass before they find maybe their winger. They'll all try to pass to their right back or left back if they're playing a 4-4-2, which is probably the most common formation, or 4-4-2. They'll always make a safe pass before they try to pass to like a more of an attacking position player. What this does with press after possession loss, it closes down their safe passes. So they either do this, they either try a pass that's hardest to do and they mess it up and you get the ball back anyway, or they still make this the safe pass and you accept it and push your players forward. It gives you a chance on goal. Obviously, it isn't the hardest to get out of if you know what you're doing. If you play a good player, all the time he will know exactly how to get out of it, and if you do it 3 or 4 times and he keeps getting out of it easily, then just change this to balanced down 1. Okay, but other than that, keep this on possession loss and then keep this on 6. You can do 6 or 7. I think 8's too high, 5's too low. 6 or 7 is probably the sweet spot for this. Obviously, if your opponent gets out of it a couple times, but you know their passes are like things are going their way and their passes are getting a little bit lucky or might defect off your player or something, then just keep press after possession loss and attacking it. Okay, that's the defensive part done. Offense. Balance is by far the best. Long ball doesn't do anything really because you can set your players to attacking runs and stuff. The width, no matter if this is on 5 or 10, your fullbacks will still be super wide. So all this does is make you more spread open for the counter attack. So I'll say keep it on 5 players in box. 4 again, we're gonna do our separate tactics for players to run in the box. So this doesn't need too high. Corners and free kicks. Person with the best header on your team will always be in there regardless. Keep this on 1 or 2 just on counter attack. The reason why this works so well, and I don't do skill moves because I can't do them, and I don't know how to do the through ball thing where you get your defender, make a run with pressing one of the buttons with your attacker or something, and then they run forward and you through ball. I don't know how to do it either. So literally I got Elite 2 by just passing and moving and doing a ball roll here and there and a fake shot. So this is why this formation is so effective. You don't need to be that good at the game. You'll get a lot more wins. In terms of, and I'll start from the attackers all the way back to defenders. Attackers, these are the 2 most important positions because everything happens through these 2 players. You can either have 5-star skill moves on both of your attackers, or you have to have 5-star weak foot your attackers. And this is honestly, if you are like me, you're not that good at the game. Reason why you can have 5-star skill moves, if you can honestly do a skill move when you want to do it and you know what space you'll create from it, then you can use 5-star skillers. You don't even need a 5-star weak-footed player because you'll create the space regardless. If you're like me and you can't do skill moves at all, then you have to use 5-star weak-footed players. You'll get the same space from turning left or right. The opponent won't know which way you're going to turn because you can shoot and score with it, of your players. So that's why it's so important to either have 2 5-star skillers or 2 5-star players up front. If obviously you haven't got Son, And Son by far is the best player I've used this game. He played 29 games. Obviously, I only played 29 games this weekend league. Got 55 goals, 5 assists. Is that incredible? You ain't got Son, just get the name. My Neymar, before I picked Pack Son last Friday, my Neymar had like 1,000 goals in like 700 games. Like Neymar, he's like 200k, but he's not 1.8 million worth of coins worse than Son. No, so just get Neymar. If you ain't got Son, just get Neymar, and he's easier to link with if you do want to go the French route. With if you have done Renato Sanchez, get chemistry. Well, you can put him as a left forward, and if you have a Tau, which most people do, like most people have a Tau and Sanchez because they're just too overpowered in this game. Easy to link up. So that's attackers. Instructions. Get in behind. You can keep them on stay central if they sometimes your attackers will go to the edge of the box when your midfielders run into them. If that's happening too often, put them on stay central, but to be honest, you don't really need to. Just make sure that they're on, get in behind. All right, next thing are your midfielders. And I've seen a lot of different variations. The one that works the best, in my opinion, is you have to have 2 attacking players. I have Sanchez and Aouar. Sanchez only cuts it because he's broken in this game. If this was anyone else with these space stats and these in-game stats, I would use someone else. I don't know what it is about Renato Sanchez in this game. He's just so good. That's why I have him on. But to be honest, there's so many times that I prefer Bruno Fernandes or Rooney because they can just score a lot more goals than Sanchez. Sanchez can do everything else a little bit better than them. But in terms of scoring, these two are way better. But because Sanchez is 97 stamina as well, you never really need to take him off. So if you haven't got Sanchez, definitely get a more of an attacking style player. You have the Bruno Fernandes player of the month or headliner. He's like perfect in this as well. Aouar's probably the best centre mid I've used because of his 5-star weak foot. And he just runs in the box non-stop. He can do on any foot, run in the box non-stop. Like I said, Sanchez is good. He's not ideal for me. Like I'll probably remove him sometime. I think I just saw Frankie de Jong come out. I need to check his card stats, but I might try and fit him in. He looks a lot more like better attacking wise than Sanchez does as well. But again, Sanchez just runs up and down, not stop. He makes life so much for you as well. But if you are struggling to get more goals, then or start him to take him off like a route. Even 3 St. Max I've used as a centre mid. He was awesome because he attacks so much. You just remember, you always want 2 attacking midfielders in here. You only want 1 defensive midfielder. I've managed to get Vieira, and I've only used him. I finally managed to buy him. So I didn't have many coins. I bought him for 2 million last weekend league. Like I only played 29 foot champs games. He was amazing, but I used prime moments Etienne before, and so many times during this weekend league, I wish I had moments Etienne in that position. And Etienne's not better. Like this is a weird one. If you're good at positioning with your players, then Vieira is by far the best player in this position. If you're like me and you always like push up to get the ball back, like if Vieira misses the ball, makes lunch, doesn't get it, he will not get the ball back. The player will just go past him, unless the opponent holds up the ball a bit. When Vieira will come back, he's again useful. But with Etienne, if you make a bad tackle with Etienne, the ball gets past him. He's so fast at recovering that it doesn't even matter. He just gets around the pitch so more quicker. That's what I like about Etienne. But in position, by far, Vieira is the best defensive player there is. If you haven't got Vieira and you can't do the moments, Etienne, Makelele is also very good. The thing about Etienne is he's got a high attacking work rate, which sometimes he pushes further forward up, and I'll go over why that's so important in a bit. But Vieira, because you always want like a medium attacking or a low attacking this position. Like even Freeze Marquinhos is amazing here. So if you can't get Etienne, can't get Vieira, try if you haven't got Marquinhos but Freeze, try getting a Makelele. Makelele is awesome. He's like a low attacking or high defensive work rate or something like that as well. So in terms of instructions, your more attacking player has to be get into the box for cross. He'll just run into the box regardless, and that's what you want him to do. Your center mid always has to be the defensive one. All right, your defensive player always has to be the CM. Your two attacking always have to be the right and left. Don't do it any other way. Like, don't put these two as your defensive and one attacking. It won't work. You need one defensive midfielder, two attacking midfielders in this formation. Your more attacking one, which I always prefer the left hand side to do. For me, it just works better. I know a lot of people that prefer the right hand side to attack, but for me, the left hand side is so much better at attacking. Vieira, the CM, could be anyone. Stay back while attacking, and then your right CM, keep everything balanced. Even if you have like a Wayne Rooney or Bruno Fernandes team of the year, keep one balanced, keep one get into the box for cross. It is so important that both of them are not getting to the box for cross, because they all, whichever players you use, they always link up so well in this form. So one will attack, one won't attack too much, and one will always stay back. That is the midfield. Okay, defense. And this is the most important part of this formation. And I've seen why people get it wrong is because they use 3 fullbacks as centre backs. Even though fullbacks as centre backs is the meta, when you run 3 of them, it just doesn't work that well. Because the way I see it and the way I've played this game, centre backs always have better positioning as centre backs than fullbacks do as centre backs. The reason why fullbacks are so good is because they can recover faster, because this game is all about pace, and fullbacks are a lot faster. They can recover faster. But against the team of the Mbappe, they can't recover regardless. So it's all about positioning. Centre backs have a much better positioning as a centre back. So I always think you need one full centre back in the actual centre of the defence, and then the other 2 are best as fullbacks. Like, don't have 2 centre backs here and 1 fullback. The best way to do it is 1 centre back, 2 fullbacks. You don't even need to have prime moments Rio, really. Even though he honestly is amazing. You can get Desai, you can get Team of the Year Van Dijk, even the new Ruben Diaz Team of the Season. Put an engine on him, he's like 400k, and you've got yourself a ridiculously good centre back, you know. But make sure you put an engine or a shadow on him, because he doesn't need that pace. So always never do 3 fullbacks. Always do 1 main centre back and then 2 fullbacks side. Zambrota is super cheap, but his stats are incredible. So if you've got a lot of fodder in your club, 100% you need a centre back. Do Zambrota. There ain't really many centre backs better than him. Wan-Bissaka, I think it was only So I bought on Saturday. I was playing Lars Bender and Neuer for the first how many games did I play? So the first 9 games I must have been playing Lars Bender and Neuer. But Bissaka's a million times better as a centre back than Lars Bender is. Okay, a million times. Obviously, if you haven't got the coins, you've done the Lars Bender, then obviously keep Lars Bender. You can put Neuer in the goal and get Mbabu as well if you haven't got Zambrota. Them players are still good enough. But for me, Wan-Bissaka was amazing. Reguilon is alright. I only use him to get full chemistry to Son. He didn't do as bad as I thought he would, but he done alright. Considering I got 25 wins, he done alright. I did sub him off a fair amount for Tagliafico, but that's the main thing. Always use 1 centre back and 2 fullbacks in your 3 centre back positions. Instructions, and these are so important. You have to have your fullbacks join the attack and overlap. It has to be done. You can't put these on balance. If you have like 10 minutes left of the match, put these on balance, and you're winning, put these on balance. Never put them on stay back, because then you won't be good at attacking at all. Like, it will just crush your whole attack. So never, it doesn't matter if you're winning or not, never put these on stay back while attacking. Always join the attack. Worst case, balance. But really, you need them both on join attack. And the reason why these are so good on join the attack, even if you make, let's say you're playing this match, Tavernier runs up the pitch, your Regulon or whoever you have as left back will also run up as well, even though the play always on the right hand side. And the reason why this is so important, and also why stay back on your centre mid is so important. Let's say running up the pitch with Tavernier, the opponent's left back comes and tries to get the ball. Bernardo Sanchez, Son will run into the box. That's what he does because we've got him on getting behind, so he won't be able to get the pass. So normally the defender will mark it or whatever. Bernardo Sanchez or your right CM will come and help your right back. So your left back will go to your right back. Can't get past him, he'll pass to Sanchez or your right CM. If the pass back your right back isn't on, because you got stay back while attacking on this guy, he will always be in between your opponent's attackers and your opponent's midfield. He'll just be there by himself waiting, waiting for your opponent to get the ball, and then he'll stay and he'll defend. He'll always be open. Or if you can't pass to your right back, you just pass back to your CM who's going to stay back while attacking. And because you've got joined the attack regardless, fullbacks, he will always be up the pitch, and he'll always be, your left back will always be open. If you guys want me to show you a video on how this works, let me know and I'll get some gameplay recorded for you as well, with like step-by-step instructions on how to build up, etc. So you pass to Vieira or your CM, fullback will always be up, and you can just switch play already. And if you do that a couple of times, your opponent will just get into his head that you're always looking for fullbacks. So he'll just concentrate on blocking the passes, the 1-2s from your fullback. Let's say you get the ball to your CM, you pass all the way to your left back. Your centre mid on your left side will come back. You can either do a 1-2 pass or whatever. If your opponent just concentrates on marking fullbacks run, that's why it's so important to have 5-star weak-footed players in attack, because these guys will also keep making runs. As soon as you get the ball with any midfielder, your 2 strikers will keep making runs. You can pass into them, and then you can turn to the left, turn to the right, or whatever. And that's how I literally got 90% of my goals this weekend league. See, so Son got 55 in 29 games. I think I played a Tao a few more. So Tao got 38 games and 30 assists in 33 games. And this is without any skill moves, without spamming that long through ball from your defense. It's literally just like passing them. So they are the main instructions. Give it a go and let me know in the comments down below. I know this has been a long video and I will finish up in a second. I'm just making sure I've gone through everything. Yes. So that is pretty much the tactics I use. Try it in the weekend league or try it in rivals. Practice with it. If you guys do want me to do a video on how it works, just let me know. I know this has been a long video. I hope you guys have got something from it. Anything else you need, leave it in the comments down below. I'll catch you guys next time.